This is the most practical step to helping you get rich, and it is to be a generator of value. In fact, a value generating machine. Well, what is value? Value is when you do something that actually makes a difference for people, when you do something that people value. So for example, opening up a grocery store in a town that doesn't have a grocery store would create massive value for everybody in town, because now they don't have to drive super far to get groceries. They don't have to worry about the frozen sections foods melting before they get home. It creates a lot of value. Maybe now there's more competition, so the pricing is even better for people. The best way to get rich is to enrich the lives of others. And the reason it's the best way to get rich is because, number one, not only is it great if you care about people, that you can enrich the lives of other people and get rich that way, but really that's the way to get rich, is by helping lots of people, by doing something that adds value to people's lives. Entertainers add value to people's lives by making people laugh and making people feel good. That's why we spend money on going to the movies. That's why people go to comedy clubs. That's why we watch TV. It's to make us feel good. We can generate value by helping solve people's problems and helping people achieve their goals. You can also create value by helping things happen faster, speeding things up, making things more convenient, helping people achieve results faster. Anytime you can make things faster, easier, solve people's problems, or help people achieve their goals, anytime you can do any of those things, you're going to be creating more value. And what you want to be doing is you want to be thinking, how can I add more value? How can I create more value? How can I make a bigger difference? You want that question bouncing around in your head like a broken record, always thinking, how can I add more value? How can I add more value? How can I do this better? Think about this. If you have a job working for someone else and you're constantly thinking, how can I add more value? It's going to be really tough for you not to be able to find ways to do things better, to actually make a bigger difference in your job. And then if you add way more value in your current position than you ever have before, it's going to be so much easier for you to ask for a raise or to ask for a promotion or to get a better paying job, because you know that you're a value creator. And if you have your own business, if you can always be thinking about, how can I add more value to my customers? How can I surprise and delight them? It's very hard for businesses to fail and go out of business when you have a ton of raving fan customers. And how do you create raving fan customers? By adding massive amounts of value, by helping them solve problems, get things faster, eliminate hassle, help them achieve their goals and results and their dreams that they're looking for. If you can do those things, you're going to have customers for life. So if you want to get rich, add massive value. Become a massive value generating machine. And finally, the last step on the roadmap to riches is to be bold. You've got to be willing to take risks. Maybe it means you're going to start your own business. Or maybe it's a risk at work where you're going to take on a big project, right? Something new maybe that you've never done before. Fortune favors the bold. People who take the risks are the ones who get the rewards. If you want to attract more money in your life, massive amounts of more money into your life, be willing to take calculated risks. Maybe it's a risk on investing. Maybe it's making some investment. Now, it doesn't mean you want to take silly risks. You want to take calculated risks. One of the best investments I think you can ever make is to invest in your own education. And certainly traditional college education has gotten to be where the ROI maybe isn't quite there anymore because it's so expensive and it just helps you get a low-paying job in most cases. But there's lots of education out there. Educating yourself on money, educating yourself on how to work through your own fears and doubts and limiting beliefs, educating yourself on how to make a difference in other people's lives. There's lots of great education out in the world that you can invest in to help you become more, to help you grow, to help you know more. For me, one of the boldest things I ever did is I quit my job to start a business years ago. My business was selling gift cards online and over the phone back in the 90s when the internet was new. So the thinking was, let's say somebody orders a $100 gift card to Red Lobster or something. Once the order comes through, I would take 5%. Finally, I got somebody who was interested in working with me, but they said, no, if you want to carry our gift cards, you need to pre-purchase them. I went ahead and I said yes. And then I had a model for success, and I had at least one company that was on board that I could say, oh yeah, other companies are on board. And once I had a stable of well-known popular gift cards, I was able to actually start getting customers and making money from my gift card business. But then I realized I wasn't passionate about that business, and I really loved personal growth, and I wanted to get into coaching. And so I let that business slowly end while I started up my coaching business, which also had its ups and downs. And that was a big risk too, to now walk away from something I put all this time and money into, but my intuition and my calling said, I need to go in this other direction. And that's tough too, to be able to actually, there's an old saying that's, no matter how far down the wrong road you go, turn back. And while I don't feel like it was the wrong road for me to create this gift card company, it wasn't what I was called to do, it wasn't my passion. And I'm grateful for it because it got me into the game of entrepreneurship. But I had to listen to that inner calling. And once I did, and I took another bold action to kind of let that business go and move into this new business, which also had struggles for a couple of years, but it is what has got me to where I am today. Those things grew me. The things that we think are failures are really the bricks that pave the way to success. And we have to be willing to take bold, decisive action and to be willing to take risks so that we can get the rewards that we want. And we have to be willing to fail. I believe success is inevitable. If you're willing to take action consistently, and if you're willing to work on yourself, and you never give up, you're going to achieve the things that you want. But failure is also inevitable. Because if you have big dreams, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to have to figure things out. If you want to make millions, you have to mistake your way to millions. And that's how I got here. And that's how most people get to the riches that they're seeking. If you found this video valuable, please click the like button, click the share button, and post a comment below. And remember, you are infinitely powerful.